Life is full of work and stress. Parenting can be a mess. Being a woman is hard enough without adding on that extra stuff. We'll cover topics of every kind. Helpful resources we will find. We'll even drink a bottle of wine. Join us. It will be a real good time. Hi, I'm Amanda.
And I'm Nikki.
And welcome to Working Mom's Wine, where we drink a bottle of wine.
And whine about our crazy, busy, stressful holiday working mommy lives. And then try to offer resources to help, if we can.
So today we are drinking remotely again. And I was picking something up on the way home. Nice. And I thought, I haven't had a white in a while. And then I was driving home and I was like, that was stupid. You have to chill a white. So we're doing the ice cubes.
Oh,
I did stick it in the deep freeze while I was getting everyone settled before we got started, but it still wasn't quite cold enough. But I also, that means I left the bottle downstairs in the fridge, so I don't have it with me. But it is a Dark Horse, oh shoot, I think it's a Sauvignon Blanc from 2023.
Okay.
What are you drinking? Your Bada Box?
Yeah, same thing as last time. Nighthawk, Cabernet.
Oh, you know what? We should probably, talk about that guy. I have a friend.
Maybe.
So, you know what? I will explain him at the end. That will be the funny story. But enjoy the decor. Santa doing splits on the bed. And I will be stuffing my face with McDonald's, which brings us to our topic, holiday diets. It's hard enough.
They suck.
It's hard enough with all the celebrations going on and all the traditional food you're going to eat at those celebrations. But with all the running and trying to see Christmas lights and go to 50 million holiday events, you find yourself wondering when you're going to feed your kids. And then all of a sudden, you're eating a ton of fast food. So, like today, we had a very fun event at our church, but it started at 5 o'clock. And I live far enough away that I couldn't even throw something in their faces at 4:30 and go. We had to leave a little after 4. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to make them eat at 3:30 in the afternoon. So we tried to have a big lunch. We had some snacks and cocoa in between. And then we went to this thing at the church, and we were singing songs and eating cookies. So I was like, okay, guys, tonight we're doing things in reverse. Instead of having dinner and then a snack, we're having a snack and then dinner. So on the way home, I got McDonald's because earlier today we got Subway and there was a debate on Subway or McDonald's. So we compromised. But that's another issue is like sometimes you might grab something, like we had a guest today and I was like, oh, I'll bring him some Subway. And then a few hours later I was like, well, that was stupid because we're going to get fast food again.
It happens. I actually decided to go kind of last minute to this event at Amanda's church, and because my kid wanted to go, and realized about 4 o'clock, oh, what are we gonna do about dinner? Because if I don't feed her before, she will be hangry and cranky and all of the things. Well, we just threw together sandwiches because we were home and it was the fastest thing. But
yeah, and it probably only takes you like 15, 20 minutes to get there.
No, like 20 minutes, yeah. Would only take me 15 if I'd get on the certain highways, but
I mean, that's always a gamble anyway. Did you do anything more when you got home, or was that just
we just started bedtime snacks because she usually eats 3 or 4 little bedtime snacks in the last hour before she actually goes to sleep. So I just told her to start that and called it.
And that's the other thing too, because like they got goodie bags at something last night, and I knew we were having cookies tonight, but they wanted their goodie bag after lunch today. And then we had all these cookies tonight, and I'm like, if we finish this dinner and they say they're hungry, it's going to be fruit. We're done eating junk today. And I just brought back most of that tin of cookies because there were so many cookies that like there was only a little bit of each person's gone. It was funny. The pastor's wife was like, "Everyone can take some cookies if they want to," and I'm like, "I still have most of my tin right here. Thanks." As far as advice, I came up with a couple different things, and I know you had your sandwich before you left, but the
Hmm.
vacation trick can work when you're doing something local too. Pack a few sandwiches, put them in a lunch bag or a cooler, just some way to keep them cold. Especially this time of year, you're leaving it in your car, it's gonna stay fresh.
Hmm. It'll be
And
fine.
exactly. And that way you guys can come back out of your event and eat the things in the car. Or if the timing is good enough, you can eat it like on the way too. Like I could have said at 4:30, "Okay, everybody, grab your sandwiches out," and we could have just done that. Um, but also, like what we did tonight, even though I got McDonald's, I got the shareable meals. So I didn't get everyone their own combo meal this time. We basically got a handful of cheeseburgers. Oh, Lucas made fun of me because I said that in the car. I said, "We'll get a handful of cheeseburgers and some fries." And he says, "But only one cheeseburger fits in your hand, so are you only getting one cheeseburger?"
This boy, only one fits in your hand, sir. Have you ever seen a
Uh-huh.
Big Mac? You could put two in each, at least, maybe three.
If you stack them properly.
You're not using your skills.
I should have pointed that out. All I said instead was that it's a phrase and he shouldn't take it literally. But so I got a few. There's like a cheeseburger shareable meal that comes with a couple fries, and some nuggets because Silas wanted nuggets. And then I got a couple extra cheeseburgers on top of that, and we're splitting them. Like no one got a
Yeah.
full box of fries, things like that. So even though it's junkier and the second time we ate out today, um, it's not as much as we would usually eat. Which brings me to my last point. Try to pick healthier options when you can. Earlier today, we did have Subway. Yes, the bread is not the healthiest, but at least you're getting some protein and some vegetables on your sandwich. But
Yeah.
you could also try things like Panera or a salad place. If you guys have crushed red, they've got really good salad options, things like that. So,
Or you could go to Chick-fil-A where the chicken is healthier.
yeah, exactly. You can find places that are using better quality ingredients and then
Yeah.
try to do that. And I think one of the key things is not to think on one random day, oh, fast food would be nice. Um, Maybe think, oh man, fast food would be nice, but you know what? I bet there's going to be a handful of times, Lucas, that I think I'm going to have to eat out. So maybe I will stick with my eating at home plan so that when I have my random eating out day, I don't feel so bad.
Yeah. Very
I should
true.
show you the toy that Jack got. It's Spaceship Earth, and there's a little thingy, and the thing that you write in, and Daisy is
Uh-huh.
sitting in it. And when you scoot it on the
Oh, I've
countertop,
seen
it goes
that.
around it.
That's a
Yeah,
leftover from the 50th, right? Or I
it
think it was
might
the 50th.
it might be because he was supposed to get a pet simulator toy and one to share, and I guess they were out. So I was very
Okay.
surprised that he
Yeah.
got that.
Remember that this is a short period of time in the
Hmm.
grand scheme of life. If you're eating a lot of junk food for convenience or even for money purposes during Christmas present purchasing season,
Hmm.
it's okay.
Don't be too
You're going
hard
to
on yourself.
survive. Your kids are going to live. Nobody's going to get diabetes eating fast food for a couple weeks.
Yeah, that's
The guy
another nice
in that
thing.
documentary who ate it for every meal for
Oh my
months at a
gosh.
time
Yeah,
still lived. So
that's
you'll be
fair.
okay.
That was another thing I was thinking about too. Like these days, when we take the kids even to a cheap place, if we all eat, it's 50-ish dollars. And today,
Mm-hmm.
because I
That's
did the
true.
shareable meals,
It's not
and
exactly cheap.
I didn't get any drinks because I was like, A, we've had soda already, but B, even if we were gonna have soda, we have them here at the house right now. I spent $23.
Wow.
And that included spending money on an actual Happy Meal for Jack because I went in there and had a $2 off coupon for the Happy Meal. Oh, yeah. Okay, here's advice. Anytime you go to a restaurant, I said that weird. Anytime you go to a restaurant, use the app. Do your best to order ahead, but definitely use the app because there are reward programs, there are coupons, there are all kinds of things that make the meal cheaper. So not only did I get that $2 off Happy Meal coupon, I've got enough points that if I need to go get like a burger later or something, I can get like a free Big Mac or a free Happy Meal or whatever, and that can take a lot of points. Um,
True.
yeah, and I do the same thing with like every restaurant. It drives Brandon nuts because he might be coming home with an order and I'm like, "Hold on, tell me what you want even though you're the one doing the driving. I'm going to put it in the app and then I will send you a screenshot of the order number and you can tell them what it is." So he's always like, "Oh, fine, now I have to look it up." He likes to get to the menu and then look at it, but I do. I use apps for all the restaurants. Otherwise you pay more. So,
Yeah. Yeah, it's worth it. And then if you're using the app, sometimes you get a free thing on your birthday and all that kind of
yeah,
stuff. So,
that's
yeah.
true.
Maybe we can whine about how Starbucks used to give you a coupon for a free drink for your birthday and you could just use it whenever. And now you have to use
Mhm.
it on your actual birthday day.
Yep.
And some
I
of
would love
us
to
don't
whine about
drive to
that.
work every day and
Mhm.
don't go by multiple Starbucks during their day
And
and
some
have
of
to
us
make
who
a concerted
do
effort.
can't go to a Starbucks on their way to work
Mm-hmm.
and are definitely not going to leave the office just to go get a free coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Starbucks, be better.
And then
Everyone
by the
else
time
gives
you
you at
leave
least a
work, you
couple
don't want
weeks.
caffeine.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, except for tonight when I had a coffee
Excuse
at
me.
freaking 5:30 at night. We'll see how late Amanda's up tonight. Brandon's
Amanda's
going to
not
come
going to
home.
bed tonight.
I know. Well, and
You
the nice
better
thing is,
stay upstairs and wrap some presents all night.
right? The nice thing is I'm working from home tomorrow because I made this deal. So the Survivor finale is Wednesday, and we're doing a thing at work for it. And so I said, okay, Brandon, switch me your Monday and Wednesday because usually he doesn't work Mondays. So I don't have to work tomorrow, is the good news. So I can stay up late and it won't kill me. I was going to work from home a little bit, but I can do that at any point.
Oh,
But yeah, I think
yeah.
he's out with some buddies right
Lucky.
now and he's going to come home and I'm still going to be awake and he's going to be like, this is weird. Why are you still awake?
What's up?
Yeah. But happy surprise. And
Oh,
that's the thing. Okay,
right.
great segue into
My
our
shirt is
ending
getting
story. Um, this guy.
me.
So this is our first year ever in a two-story house. Even when I was growing up, our houses were not two stories. They were always ranches. So we got this two-story house, and let me tell you, as much as I wanted a two-story house, I'm already tired of the stairs. But
I feel that.
yeah, Christmas time rolls around and we're like, how do you get the lights like all the way up though? Like we can handle the first level, but how do you get them all the way up? And we had toyed with the idea of finally hiring a company to do it, but that's a 200 to 500 extra dollars, especially your first year because most companies will have you like they'll bring the lights, but you buy them from them, and
Hmm.
then those are your lights. And when they come back in future years, they use the same lights for
Yeah.
you. So we had thought, you know what, maybe we'll splurge and do that.
Hmm.
And then we had, the usual car issues you have when you plan on doing anything extra for yourself.
Of course.
So I was like, okay, maybe we'll just hang them ourselves this year. And Brandon says, easy for you to say because he's the one that has to hang them. We got telescoping rods from Nikki, who happened to own some, but I don't even know if he fully played around with that or not. But when I ordered the lights for the house, without thinking, only ordered enough for the bottom layer anyway. And I'm like, okay, let's just put the bottom layer up and then we can figure out what we want to do if we want to do the top layer this year or maybe add on next year, whatever.
Hmm.
So the other day, he sends me balloons of like Santa and an elf hanging off the roof or Santa trying to squeeze into a window. It's just his back half. There's just a butt. And I'm like, those inflatables are hilarious. And they were on like
Yes.
clearance already for $30. I said, which one do you want? So he picked one that has Santa. I think Santa's hanging off the roof and then the elf is dangling below him and he's hanging onto a leg and the trousers are down a bit, so like Santa's butt's hanging out. And
I
I
love
I
that.
was like, okay. And it's not here. I ordered it half a week ago, and it's still not here. I know. But mom messages me 2 days ago or yesterday, and she goes,
Mm-hmm.
Brandon was telling me about like the whole light thing and how he's not sure, he's not comfortable with it and he's afraid of falling off the roof. And I thought it would just be really funny to get the Santa, his arms are out like that because he hangs on your house and then his feet are hanging off like he's falling off the roof. She goes, so I got one for him. And I said, I just want to let you know we do have one on the way that is Santa and an elf, but I think this is great and we could hang one on each side of the house. And Brandon's whole thought was if you get enough things to display on top of the house, maybe we hang the Santa up there and don't hang any lights,
Yeah.
which is fine with me. So our other sister came over today. She lives a few hours away and she's in town. And so my parents brought her by because she came down on a train and doesn't have her own car around here. They brought her by and dropped her off so that she could hang out with us. And then we basically returned her tonight at the Christmas service that we went to. So she got here before we did, comes up here and sets the guy up. Like he was fully inflated when I got home. And she had told me, like, I took it upstairs um, to surprise Brandon. And I don't know if she said this and I missed it or if she left this part out. She did not tell me he was fully inflated and ready to go. So I'm coming up the stairs and I don't scare easy, mind you, but I'm coming up the stairs and I hear this weird noise. And I'm like, I know our bathroom fan's been acting up, but this sounds really off. I don't
This
know what
sounds
fan is
extra.
misbehaving, but yeah, something does not sound right. And I come around and I don't know if it's because he's all lit up or what, but it gave me a start. I was just like, oh God, oh, it's an inflatable. Okay. So as each child has slowly come up here to ask me a question today, they're all like, why is that on the bed? And I'm like, it's a practical joke for your dad who
They're like,
is
what the
not going to be
what?
home for like 3 more hours at this point. He doesn't really know what
Oh
time he's
yeah,
going to
you're gonna
be.
have to stay awake because you
Well,
need
I
him
thought
to be
about that. I'm like,
surprised.
maybe I'll just let it down and then like I can tell him the story or send him a picture and then deflate it. But I'm like, I'm going to wait. And if I'm still awake, then I'm just going to leave him up there. But he's been up there all day, hanging in like a champ. And if we record another one in a few minutes, he'll still be there. Yeah. But that's my funny story. So, thank you guys for joining us as always. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, TikTok while it still remains, patreon.com/workingmomswine, workingmomswine.com. I don't update the website on a regular basis right now, but I definitely can. But we do have some really great recommendations up there. But we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.